Good day, everyone. For this video, we will be discussing about the moral standard and cultural beliefs of Thailand and Philippines. Let's get started. By the way, we are going to introduce ourselves. My name is NIKKO LACHICA.
And I am Amoguis. So first, we're going to discuss Thailand flag history. So the color stand of nation religion king red for the land and people, white for religions, and blue for monarchy. The first flag of Thailand was created in 1855 by King Rama IV, King Mongkut, and featured a white elephant on a red field. So here's the timeline of flag of Thailand. So first we have the plain red. It is the ensign of Kingdom of Ayutthaya in 1351 and set to 1765, and the ensign of the Kingdom of Thonburi in 1768 to 1782, and it has become the flag of Kingdom of Siam in 1700s to 1782. And then the next one we have here the flag of ensign of Siam in 1782 to 1817. And then the second is the state of ensign of Siam in 1817 to 1855. And then the next is we have here the flag of Siam from 1855 to 1916. So we have here the white elephant with red background. And then the second one is the state of flag of Siam from 1916 to 1917. So we have also here the elephant with cup and cape with also the red background. And then the next one is the stripe red and white, which is state flag of Siam from 1916 to 1917. It has also become the civil flag of Thailand from 1917. And then the next and the present flag for these days is the red with white and blue stripes. Then it is called the flag of Thailand from 1997 up until now.
Let's go on with our Philippine flag history. On May 28, 1898, the Philippine flag was first infuriated after the Philippine Revolutionary Army defeated Spanish forces in the battle at Alatinos, Cavite. The national flag was yet to be formally announced on the day of that battle. It was formally presented to the people on June 12, 1898. So, what's the meaning of the color of our flag? Actually, the national flag of the Philippines is a horizontal bicolor flag with equal bands of royal blue and crimson red, with white equilateral triangle at the hoist, and in the center of the triangle is a golden yellow sun with 8 primary rays, each representing a province. Next.
Next is the cultural beliefs. So let's start first in Thailand. Thailand is a nation that is built on several distinct pillars, including Buddhism and monarchy. Modern Thailand is influenced by religion. Although since the turn of 20th century, the face of country has been shaped by numerous outside influence, including Islam, Chinese migration, and westernization. Music, dance, cuisines, language, and art have all played a role in shaping the Thailand of 21st century history.
And the Philippines is a country full of love, light, laughter, and food, with a slight influence from America and some parts of Asia. The culture of the Philippines is mainly a blend of a Filipino and Spanish Catholic traditions. They have a good eye for fashion and art, and their festivals are to die for. This article will give you a good insight into the Filipino culture.
So, we have here the examples of beliefs in Thailand and Philippines. First, we have Thailand. The first one is animism. So, animism is best described as the worship of spirits and or ghost. And then the next one is Brahmanism. So, Brahmanism is another belief system that is fused together with other practices by Thai people. Brahmanism, like animism practices, are focused on Theravada Buddhism, which is belief in angelic belief, beings, or goods. And then the third one is do not play hide and seek at night. So this belief is the most common superstition in Southeast Asia region. Adults tell kids not to play games like hide and seek or catching at night, otherwise an extra player who is not invited will join you. Fourth one is do not clip your nail at night. Clipping your nails at night will bother our ancestor souls. They say referring to the annoying noise nail clippers make, and it will disturb them, and they will get punished you. And then the next one or the last is do not knock your plate with while eating. So the Thai beliefs is that knocking on your plates or bowls when eating is a call for spirit to join you for a meal. So these examples are common also from the Philippines belief. So maybe some of them are we maybe some of them are also at our beliefs in the Philippines.
Okay, let's go on with the Philippines. The first one we have here is amor proprio, or loving oneself. Amor proprio is a Spanish word which means self-love, a sense of self-esteem or self-respect that prevents a person from swallowing his pride. It is actually includes sensitivity to personal insult or affront, a slight remark or offensive gesture, though insulting would not trigger a sense of amor proprio. The stimulus that sets it off is only that which strikes at the Filipinos' most highly valued attributes. Let's set an example. An abandoned wife will refuse to seek financial support from a husband who has abandoned her no matter how financially destitute she is on this principle. Amor proprio, in a short, means ego, defensiveness, dignity, or one's personal pride to the traditional Oriental attitude of having a face. So that is the meaning of amor proprio. The second one here is awa, or compassion for others. Awa means compassion, grace, sympathy, charity, or pity. The meaning of awa changes slightly based on context, but as a community value, it means compassion for others. Because of our heart for others, we give whatever we have, even though we need help. One good example is giving relief goods to the people during pandemic days. So that's the best example of awa. The third one is bayanihan. Bayanihan derived from the words bayan, or let's say community, and bayani for heroes. So it happens when Filipinos unite to do heroic acts for individuals and communities in need without expecting anything in return. And giving aid without being asked or even to strangers is an enduring Filipino culture. So that's bayanihan in the Philippines. The fourth one is delicadeza. So delicadeza refers to a behavior anchored on generally accepted moral standards. Thus, it is often said that what is considered legal may not necessarily be moral. To be branded without delicadeza is probably the strongest insult that one can hurl at the public official. This is because the word is associated with honor. And the last one, but not on the list, is katapatan. And I know you guys know these words. So the meaning of this is serenity and loyalty. Next.
So next, let's move on to the moral standard of Thailand. So we pick abortion as a moral standard of Thailand. So abortion in Thailand is legal and available on request up to 20 weeks of pregnancy. Abortion has been legal to at least 12 weeks of pregnancy since February 7, 2021. Up until the 12 weeks, women can make arrangement on their own to have the procedure carried out at a medical facility. After the 20th week, the fetus must be carried to term. Abortion during the first 12 weeks become legal in Thailand. In February 2021, under the amendments to the Criminal Code September 27, 2022. Well, under the new regulations, women seeking abortions between 12 and 20th weeks must first consult with and receive approval from an authorized medical practitioner. Up until the 12th week, women can make arrangements on their own to have the procedure carried out at a medical facility. After the 12th week, the fetus must be carried to the term. Next.
Let's go on to the moral standard of the Philippines in terms of abortion. So we heard from Miss Amoguis that abortion in Thailand is illegal and available on request after 20 weeks of pregnancy. So meaning up until 12 weeks, women can make arrangement on their own to have the procedure. But in the Philippines, it's really different and it's not acceptable. And the constitutional provision that shall equally protect the life of the mother and the life of the unborn from conception. It was crafted by the Constitutional Commission, which drafted the charter with the intention of providing for constitutional protection of the abortion ban. Although the enactment of more definitive provisions sanctioning the ban was not successful, the provision is enumerated among several state policies which are generally regarded in law as unenforceable in the absence of implementing legislation. The 1987 Constitution also contains several other provisions enumerating various state policies whether this provision may by themselves be the source of enforceable rights without implementing legislation has been the subject of considerable debate in the legal sphere and within the Supreme Court. An analysis by the Population Division of the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs concluded that although the revised penal code does not list specific exceptions to the general prohibition on abortion under the general criminal law principles of necessity as set forth in Article 11 of the code, an abortion may be legally performed to save the pregnant woman's life. Next.
The next one is a conclusion of this topic. So, having a lot of different beliefs is a good thing, not something to feel confused about. Different cultures and moral standards benefit lots of people and should be respected.
So, in this conclusion, we therefore conclude that each country has different cultural and moral standards. Sometimes it can be difficult to understand others' people cultures. They might have different beliefs to you, but when you have grown up surrounded by the same culture as everyone else, when you meet someone who believes something different, you might be surprised. But it is normal to have lots different opinions about life. It can create discussion and produces different kinds of art, beliefs, and people. having lots of different beliefs is a good thing, as it says here, and it cannot confuse about what you have learned from your own country. So we must accept it and embrace it. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening to our discussion. Thank you very much for watching, and good day.